What's up, it's EJ Spark, and today I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best Tyler, the Creator songs of all time for you. Before we get started, I'm gonna need you to hit the like and subscribe buttons so that you can stay updated on my music journey and so we can continue to discuss and debate music that we love. Tyler, the Creator has put himself on top of the hip hop game in the last few years, especially releasing his last 3 projects between Flower Boy, IGOR, and Call Me If You Get Lost. This is a damn near impossible list to make, but here we go. Here are my honorable mentions. Here are songs that could definitely make the top 10. They could definitely be switched out for any one of these songs, but just didn't quite make mine. We have I Think, Yonkers, She, Are We Still Friends, Juggernaut, Colossus, Answer, Corso, and Who Dat Boy. So with that being said, let's get to the top 10. At number 10, I have IFYH featuring Pharrell off Wolf. This is a great song to start off with here at number 10, and I do think it's one of, if not the standout song on Wolf, in my opinion. I think a lot of things that Pharrell touches elevates it to a whole other level because Pharrell is just a musical genius and his touch is gold. You know, of course, this song is about your dueling consciousness of love and relationships. Should you stay in a relationship? Should you get out of a relationship? Hard situation that everybody tussles with, and it's a very relatable track. The instrumental has this organ and these really heavy synths that I love. But then the instrumental actually turns a little lighter as he talks about mending the relationship, and I think it's really dope how the beat and the lyrics parallel in that matter. So IFHY at number 10. At number 9, I'm going Sweet, I Thought You Wanted to Dance off Call Me If You Get Lost. This 9-minute and 48-second song is pure bliss. This is another song where Tyler has mixed emotions of his relationship, and I feel like this is a theme that he does talk about quite often. An always relatable theme, but the thing that pops out most to me about this song is the instrumental. This instrumental is absolutely heavenly. During the sweet portion of the song, you do have a sweeter, lighter, poppier type instrumental, and then it does change to like a more reggae or tropical instrumental, which is a very unique sound, especially for Tyler, but it just makes it work really well. And typically I'm not a huge fan of when artists put 2 songs in one. Like, why not just separate it? But Tyler always does this. I'm pretty sure he does it for the 10th track of all of, if not most, of his projects, and he just knows how to do it so well. At number 8, I'm going A Boy Is a Gun off IGOR. I think this is one of Tyler, the Creator's most prodigious and underrated tracks of all time. Obviously, it's a take on the phrase a girl is a gun and flips it into a boy is a gun, and it's one of his most expressive songs. And production-wise, he actually uses the same sample that Ye used in Bound 2 off Yeezus, so it is a very soulful track. All around, just very expressive and emotional of a track, and definitely deserves to be on this list. At number 7, I'm going with one of my personal favorites. I gotta go Garden Shed featuring Estelle off Flower Boy. Honestly, this is probably in my top 3 favorite Tyler, the Creator songs of all time. And sometimes less is more, and Tyler really did take a back seat to Estelle in terms of the vocals, where Estelle gives a beautifully smooth performance on this beautiful instrumental. Definitely my favorite Tyler instrumental of all time right here. The synth and the electric guitar really just remind me of a little bit older, maybe classic rock that I personally love so much, and it's really chilled down a lot. This song really is a song that makes me float. Like I said, Estelle vocals are so smooth, and then add Tyler, the Creator's final verse on this to close out the song, in my opinion, makes a classic. At number 6, I'm going with New Magic Wand off of IGOR. This song is definitely a dark song with some heavy ass synths, and we all love thick and juicy bass and synths, right? Tyler talks about breaking up or trying to break up a relationship so that he can have his lover all to himself. There is a beat breakdown about 3/4 of the way through this song, and it is a little eerie, but then once the beat comes back in, it just makes that song so much harder. And I believe at the time, Tyler did say that this was his favorite song he ever made. I don't know how recent he said that, but this song is definitely a classic, and you have to give it a chance. And number 5, I'm going with a newer track, WUSYANAME featuring Ty Dolla $ign and Young Boy Never Broke Again off Call Me If You Get Lost. This song not only goes hard, but is extremely soulful as well. It's like a two-faced track, and it's not the hardest song on the album, and I wouldn't say it's the most chill either, so it's definitely a mix of a banger and a chill soul song. I think $sign and YoungBoy have some of the best features of theirs that I have ever heard, especially YoungBoy. This is honestly one of his best verses I've ever heard. He fits right on this song, and the chemistry between these three artists is honestly off the chart, and it really does sound like this instrumental was even made for someone like Ty Dolla $ign. This is definitely a new staple in Tyler the Creator's library, so what's your name at number 5? Coming in at number 4, an extremely popular Tyler the Creator song, See You Again, off of Flower Boy. With over 473 million Spotify streams, this song is no joke. It's another song that does somehow go extremely hard with these big 808s, yet somehow chill and soulful in some ways. Especially with Kaliukis singing on the hook, her vocals are velvety smooth. They have great chemistry, and I honestly wish they had more songs together. But another great love song with those big juicy synths that I absolutely love. All right, into the top 3, and at number 3, I am actually going with SMUCKERS off Cherry Bomb featuring Kanye West and Lil Wayne. Now, when I think of Tyler the Creator and his top 10 songs, this actually isn't a song I go to immediately, but the more research I did and the more listening I did to these Tyler albums in the last 7 days, I couldn't stop listening to this song. The more I listened to it, the better it got. And you just have this pure, raw hip-hop trio of Tyler and Kanye and Wayne, and the chemistry is fantastic, especially on a beat like this. And with these three on a ticket, how can it not be a classic? It is a more soulful song, and it definitely did remind me of kind of like the earlier Kanye production days in the mid-2000s, and I think that throws some nostalgia in there. I think that's another reason why I enjoy this song so much. Jay and Wayne's verses are honestly lyrical masterpieces, and that's why this song is so high on the list. When you have three goats giving 3 classic verses on one song, pretty tough to beat. So SMUCKERS at number 3. Whoa, whoa. Number 2, a song I obviously had to put on this list is EARFQUAKE off of IGOR. This song was a massive hit that everybody loves. I have to put this song at 2. There's really not a lot to say about this track. It's so fantastic. Everyone's heard it. It's over 550 million streams on Spotify and counting every day. This song is an absolute staple of IGOR. You can dance to it, love to it, and the production absolutely is another one that just makes you float. This song was absolutely one of the best songs of the 2010s, and if anyone says otherwise, well, they're wrong. And coming in at number 1, the best Tyler the Creator song is 911 Mr. Lonely off of Flower Boy. This song features Frank Ocean and Steve Lacy, and Frank Ocean on this track is absolutely beautiful. I mean, when has Frank Ocean not have beautiful vocals? Frank Ocean on this song only enhances it. Okay, you got a funky bass line, and once again, the mood of the lyrics parallels the mood of the instrumental and the beat. And the more I listen to Tyler the Creator, the more I realize that how good he is at doing that with his lyrics and the production. Honestly, Tyler is absolutely spitting on both parts of this track, and like I said before, I'm not always the biggest fan of the 2 tracks stitched into one, but Tyler does it so incredibly well here, and the themes just go together between the 2 tracks. This song also was very nostalgic at the time of the release because the lyrics especially really reminded me of Bastard and Goblin, you know, a lot more deeper, darker, and depressing, honestly. And that's just Tyler's penmanship on that song, but that's why it makes this track much more relatable. But what impresses me the absolute most about this song, and you really have to sit down and listen and read along with the lyrics if you have to, his flow impressed me so much the more I listened to this song. It's so intricate and complicated and well thought out in my opinion, and I think it's really tough to actually memorize lyrics in this song because of how complicated the flow is. You know, a lot of the times in this song, he has these long drawn out words and then spits something kind of quick, and then we'll have a long drawn out word again, and he just goes back and forth, and it's just very impressive. Really listen for it the next time you hear this song, especially in the second half, Mr. Lonely. So because of the all around lyricism, production, the theme, and the fact that it's a 2-part track and both parts are top tier, number 1. So that is my list of top 10 best Tyler the Creator songs of all time. What do you think of the list? What would your list be? What would you take out of the list, and what would you put in, or what would you switch around? Let me know in the comments below. Very interested to hear your opinion. Once again, thank you so much for coming by. If you're still watching, be sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button if you love making music, talking music, and listening to music just as much as I do. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch at EJSpark1, and as always, you know what it is. It's peace, love. I love s'mores. EJ, out.